Hello there everybody, this is DrunkenGoomba1645. Welcome back to more of the extra videos of Let's Play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. This challenge, first of actually quite a number of challenges that I actually show in this video. This challenge involves you actually getting to the top of this drill before time runs out. What can I say about this challenge? It can actually be difficult if you don't know how to sequence break. And if you don't sequence break, then you will not be able to complete this challenge at all. So, yeah, just keep this in mind too when you're doing the challenge. Now, for challenge number 2, it is actually not very difficult at all, but for some reason I actually failed several times. I think it took me about 5 or so attempts in order to do this. But still, as I was going to say, this challenge is not very hard. This challenge, what you have to do is possess 5 guards consecutively without touching the ground. It's pretty simple to actually execute if you actually know what to do. What can I say about this challenge and how to do it? If you want to do this challenge successfully, what I recommend is when you're near another enemy, try launching your first enemy that you are possessing to the side, so that way you can actually jump onto the other enemy that you want to possess. Another option, obviously, is to ram the other enemy into, the enemy who you want to possess. And epic finish! Jump into the water and burn the enemy to a crisp. Greatest ending ever. Not. Now for Quick Claw. Quick Claw, what do I have to say about this challenge? Quick Claw, I think what you have to do is defend these power things, or whatever the hell they are. Basically, it's a harder version of the job that you actually performed before, but I don't know. I really don't know for sure. I think you just do the same exact thing as you did with the first one, and you should be fine. And I'm not sure, but I think these power pylons, or whatever the hell they are, they actually take more damage. The enemies deal more damage to them. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah, I think after about maybe 3 hits or 4 hits, something like that, 3 or 4 hits, and the pylons are dead, and you will fail the challenge. And what do I have to say about this challenge? Again, not very hard if you know what to do and are quick on your fingers and know how to multitask. Sure, I'm not the greatest person when it comes to multitasking, but still, what can I say? Not very hard at all. Hell, it's actually an easy challenge. So, yay me, I actually had an easy challenge. Again. So, what am I to talk about now? I'm actually recording this on the same day I recorded the first extra video. And of course, this is still in post-commentary, if you couldn't tell already. And there we go. All of the enemies have been destroyed and the challenge has been completed. If you happen to fail a challenge or complete a challenge, it doesn't matter. You're free to replay the challenge again if you wish. But really, who wants to replay a challenge that's already completed? I mean, other than just for shits and giggles and just for fun. But really, once you completed the challenge, there's really no reason just to, try playing it again. Again, unless you just want to do it for fun, which I understand. As for this challenge, I think this actually took at least 2 or 3 attempts. I actually remember. Okay, yeah, it actually took me 2 attempts to complete this. What can I say about the strategy and just handling the enemies? Well, if you couldn't tell, for some reason I can't use the electric fence to actually finish off the enemies. If you happen to defeat a certain number of enemies, you move on to the next phase and move on to the next character. And what can I say about handling these guys? Do your best to actually push the enemies or lure the enemies into the fire that is placed in the middle of the room, and also the torch. The torches, for some reason, also seem to kill the enemies in one go, so yay! Killing enemies and burning them to a crisp is awesome and fun. And now we're moving on to the last phase. And if you don't remember, I'll be showing off the one ability when you actually slam the enemy into the ground and just set other enemies around them ablaze. Use this ability to destroy multiple enemies at once, and I would definitely recommend this ability. Recommend getting this ability beforehand, before doing this challenge, just so you would have a little bit of an easier time. But of course, just don't spam it all the time just for one enemy. Otherwise, you're just gonna waste energy. And to tell the truth, that's actually not a good idea. Also, another thing that's wise to do as well is actually use the Fist of Flame. Fist of Flame, just set your hands on fire and just burn whatever enemy that you punch. Unless they block your attack, of course. But still, it's a really good ability to have. And there we go. We completed that challenge in 2:32, which isn't too bad. And now, Crock and Coins. This challenge, what do I have to say about it? This actually took me one attempt, believe it or not. What I recommend upon executing this is do the mission like you normally would, except just get both bars up to like near full. What I mean by this is, I think you have to put in 5 enemies in order to actually get the Croc to start eating the guards and whatnot. Put in 4 of the 5 guards upon this alligator, and then just go to town on the rest of the guards. So just keep doing this until you have 100 coins. You can obviously get coins by defeating each of the guards. You can get at least 3 or 4 coins each, and this is actually a pretty good way to rack up coins too. And damn it, I hit my microphone again, sorry. And another thing worth mentioning, it's also pretty wise to actually burn the enemies too, so yeah. And also another thing worth mentioning, if you happen to be far enough away from the other enemies in the group, if you happen to catch the enemy while it's in the air, you can actually shake the enemy a couple times and get a couple of coins out of him. However, they won't have any treasures such as gold bars or anything like that, so yeah, just unfortunate, but still, that's just the way it is. And what can I say about this challenge? Again, it's actually pretty easy if you know how to strafe and know how to actually fight as Murray. Again, I wouldn't recommend sticking around the circle of enemies really at all. Why? Because it is a very, very bad idea to do so. And once you actually get up to 100 coins, feel free to finish up your objective. Or you can keep going and keep farming for as long as you want. But I don't recommend it because, of course, doing the pirate ship thing and Dead Men Tell No Tales is definitely the best and most profitable way to actually gain coins. Hence the reason why you're able to get like up to 500 or so coins at a time. And that's basically how to farm coins in this game. Just, yeah. What can I say about the rest of this? Again, once you reach 100 coins, just go ahead and just finish up, as I already mentioned. So, yeah. That's basically that. Challenge, what can I say? I've already mentioned it, so why do I even bother continuing to mention it? It's actually a fun challenge and a pretty good way to get coins, so keep this in mind too. Alrighty, onward to the last challenge of episode 2, which is Carmelita Climb. Carmelita Climb, what can I say about this? The time given to you is not lenient at all, and this challenge can actually be difficult. And this actually took me at least about 3 or so attempts before I actually completed this successfully. I mean, sure, you gotta remove the different hoops in order to actually proceed and climb up Carmelita, and just in order to actually beat this in general. But again, the time to get yourself set up and just climbing on Carmelita, it is it is so not lenient at all. And, wow, I've beaten it in about 35 seconds. I made it look easy, but to tell the truth, it is not easy at all. Okay, I was wrong about it being the last challenge. That was actually the second to last challenge. Now for the actual last challenge of episode 2, and that is the treasure hunt of episode 2. What can I say about the treasure hunt? Not very difficult, actually. Well, actually, it can be difficult if you can't understand the grammar of the clues in which they're telling you. Hence the reason why they actually have a simplified version of the clue. And also, as for simplified versions of each particular clue, I have no idea if this is a PS3 exclusive or if it also appeared on the PlayStation 2 version. Again, feel free to correct me in the comments section below. And by the way, when you're treasure hunting and using the map, make good use of your binoculars, and also, if you happen to get spotted by enemies, exit out of map mode and take care of the enemies and just defeat them all. And defeat as many as you can, so that way they do not get in your way whatsoever upon finding clues and actually continuing onward with the treasure hunt. And of course, I failed miserably upon and I was trying to figure out which button did I assign the smoke bomb to. Man, that was a smoke bomb ability. Hence the reason why I use the smoke screen ability in Slide 2 quite often. Because I got spotted so easily, multiple times over. And thankfully the smoke bomb ability actually does not consume as much energy as the smoke screen ability did in Slide 2. So, yeah, the smoke bomb ability is definitely incredibly useful in this game. And it's actually more lenient when it comes to energy consumption. So yeah, Energy Star efficiency for the win! Not. So, what am I to talk about now? Again, I'm not very sure. Excuse me. My throat's kind of dry again. Haven't had much of anything to drink today. And what am I to talk about now? Anything worth mentioning within my life that's happening? Well, I know by this time, it's February 26th when I'm recording this. However, this is being released sometime in March. And, of course, during this month, the new YouTube layout with the new channel design is actually in effect. And I know that many people are not fans of the new channel design, myself included. I'm not a fan of the new channel design, but still, I like it. It's actually pretty good, but not as good as the old channel design, let me tell you. I seriously prefer the old channel design over the new channel design. Again, that's just me, and possibly many other people too. And this is the part when I kind of got stuck. And I wasn't sure where the hell I was supposed to go, or even what I was supposed to do. Basically, you want to get underneath of this drill by going 4 paces, but this actually took me a little while to figure out. It's like, where the hell do I go? And once I got the clue wrong, at least, you know, I don't exactly remember how many times. I think it's like 4 or 5 times. If you happen to miss it 3 times, actually, then, or no. Okay, I think it is like 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. If you happen to miss the clue, then it gives you the simplified version of the clue. And there you go. That's that clue. Now, onward to the next, and I think it's the final clue. All you have to do is just take 8 paces towards the quicksand during this point. Again, not very hard, thanks to the simplified version of the clues. I mean, sure, you get the simplified version if you mess up 3 times, and it pretty much stays that way for the rest of the treasure hunt, so keep this in mind too. And there we go. Treasure hunt for episode 2 has been completed, and all challenge missions for episode 2 have been completed as well. Now, onward to episode 3, as soon as I decide to move. There we go. I was just making sure there were no more challenges. And onward to episode 3, Flight of Fancy. What can I say about Castle Climb, which is actually the first challenge of episode 3? My god, this is a pain. You may think this is actually a really good opportunity to sequence break. It is actually not a good idea. Because unlike Slide 1, when you can actually sequence break the freaking blue sparkly edge walking segments and stuff like that, I mean, sure, you can still do that, but it's not recommended. The reason is because the way the circle button is red, sometimes you may end up getting yourself stuck upon the hook, which is underneath of the bridge, when you're trying to sequence break the window segment. Man, that is quite a pain in the butt. Now, onward to challenge number 2. And much like the one challenge when it comes to, you know, the enemies and having to feed up to the crocodile, just get Mugshot down to his last hit when it comes to these machines and just keep pounding away at the enemies and just set them ablaze if you possibly can. However, if an enemy kills another enemy, I don't know. I don't think that counts. So keep this in mind too. Once you land a single hit on Mugshot using this machine, just feel free to pound away on as many enemies as you possibly can until the engine is replaced upon position. So yeah, what can I say about this challenge? Not hard at all. In fact, it is actually another one of those easy challenges. So, yeah. Yay! Hooray for easy challenges. Oh, man. I love it when you can actually take a little break from all the hard challenges and stuff and just, oh, man. It is just... It's so bloody easy. You can just go all day and just defeat as many enemies as you want because they're never ending. I'm serious, they actually go on for quite some time. I don't exactly know how long it actually goes on for. Quite possibly for 999. I don't know for sure. I think that's the highest score that you could possibly get. But again, that's just a wild guess. Now for Security Breach, and hello glitches. I have no idea what that weird tape thing is about. It's weird, and for some reason it's blocking off the plane. Now, what can I say about Security Breach? As you saw in episode 3, at least most of you did, what can I say about it? It is actually a very difficult mission. Same with the challenge. The challenge involves you actually doing the same thing as you did before, but not take as much damage as I did before. So in that sense, you have to defend the plane without it taking significant damage. And I thought I got a double kill there. I was about to say double kill. And of course I fail at traps. And here is the most odd thing to actually happen. During this challenge, as I was flipping around from screen to screen and just keeping an eye on different traps and different enemy pathways, what can I say? I actually successfully done this challenge without even getting a scratch on the plane. I'm serious, I didn't even allow the plane to get damaged at all. I'm amazed. I was actually amazed I was actually able to defend the plane without it taking a single hit in this entire thing. I'm dead serious. It was that easy. But, of course, it's not easy. And there was the double kill I was thinking of. Which, kinda lame, but whatever. Man, my throat is starting to hurt. I really need to grab a drink, and I'll probably do so once this video ends. And speaking of ending the video, this video is just about to end, so I'll go ahead and sign out. This is DrunkGoomba1645 with Let's Play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. See you guys next time for Extras number 3. See you guys later.